You're listening to the Packernet Podcast Network.
We all have smartphones, and we all know they're pretty amazing, but they also can be amazingly distracting, especially when we're around other people. So US Cellular wants us to reset our relationship with our phones by putting down our phones for $5. That's right, a company that sells phones wants us to put down our phones. And to see what we find, learn more at uscellular.com/built for us.
With threats to our nation waiting around every corner, adaptability is more important than ever. When conditions change without notice, quick strategic thinking is crucial. And with obstacles consistently impending, determination is essential in overcoming them. It's this willingness, decisiveness, and resilience that sets Marines apart. With our fighting spirit, we don't just fight battles, we win them. Marines are the constant our nation counts on to fight the unknown. And through adaptable problem solving, we do just that. Learn more at marines.com.
The power sweep actually is the lead play in our offense. Yes, a YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet. Get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here and try to run this play in the alley.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Text us 865-658-5824. We are live on YouTube. We are live on X. We're live on Rumble. Joined alongside Tim live in Green Bay. Tim, how we doing this evening?
Man, it's a beautiful night in Green Bay. Loving it. Doing
Same
great
here, man. Got a great sunset. We're sitting about 70 degrees. Tomorrow's going to be a good pool day. We're stepping right into summer, man. I'm really excited about it. So got the allergies out of the way, the flu, whatever it was. Go ahead and get that knocked out. We're ready for the summer, man.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, we didn't drop a couple. Usually you drop a couple pounds, you get sick. Didn't happen this time. So
I don't know. I've been the same weight since I was like 12, so I don't I don't know. I'm just a twig, Clayton. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you say it like it's a negative thing. I'm like, no, bro. Some of us, we're out here.
Thick.
We're just trying to get to that twig stature, my man. So,
well, just be careful when it gets windy. That's all I got to tell you.
Exactly. We got a herd of people in here. Good to see everybody hanging out with us. Awesome. Look at that. Yeah, got Mrs. Green in the house as well. So let's see what we got here. We got Greg in the house. We got Dylan from Toronto. Good stuff, man. Awesome. We got Nick McSwain, CJN, Eric Sutherland, Andy Slater, drums, and the Mrs. Green says, Mrs. Green and MIL reporting. Mother-in-law, got it, okay. Reporting in Bonfire Side. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's good.
Got them all set up. They're on the patio enjoying the fire right now, checking out the street.
Do it right there. Nick McSwain said, I don't know about this. He said, went and floated down river earlier. I'm exhausted. LOL. So hot in Texas already. I was talking to somebody in Texas the other day, and they said it was like 98 degrees. I was like, geez, oh, Pete, man. What is
everything's bigger in Texas, including the temperatures, apparently.
Exactly. We got Jen Wright in the house. Let's see. Yeah, Eric Sutherland, buddy. I'm scared to death to put your comments on screen, but it's good to see you, man. We'll just leave it at that. So let's do this. Let's give so Tim, tonight we're going to get into the week 3 matchup. Do a little rewind. Packers Saints from last year.
Oh, yes.
It's funny, man. This one snuck up on me. I'm thinking, all right, these next 3 or 4 games going to be rough. Packers are playing bad, lost a bunch in a row. Then I looked up and went, wait a minute, this is Jordan Love's first win at Lambeau Field, right? So
yeah, we snuck up on the Saints. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And you'll see they get a special teams touchdown early in the first half. I think the defense had held them to 7 points all the way up to halftime, I believe. But we're down like 2 scores going into the second half, and Jordan Love just comes alive. They said that place was absolutely electric. You'll see Romeo Doubs flash into the scene and just kind of become that go-to receiver in those tough spots as well. really, really exciting game to watch. So without further ado, whatever the hell that means, Tim, you ready to do this, man?
Yeah, here we go.
Jacob ain't here to get mad over that, is he? So
he's listening, though. I know he's listening right now.
He just shook his head.
He just shook his head.
He absolutely hates that soundbite. All right, let's do it, man. So here we are. You can see this on the screen, correct, Tim?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll just we'll roll it with some audio. We'll mute it at times. We'll rewind it, geek out a little bit. But let's get this thing started in the first quarter here. Again, this is Saints at the Packers, week 3. The Packers come in 1-1 in this game. A tough loss down there in Atlanta, obviously, the week before. Here we go.
The defensive unit without Jair Alexander this afternoon. Clark,
We're already geeking out. Kenny Clark. Back. Let's rewind it back here. And you heard him say the Packers playing without Jair Alexander today. So that's a good little nugget. I'm glad we heard that right off the bat. So Kenny is playing that nose right here. You can kind of see he's playing just a little bit of shade. What we would call probably a one tech right there is what you would actually call it. They call it shade if you're shaded just off the center barely. So you'll see him right here. He's kind of working this gap. Let's watch the pass rush move. And you see it from time to time from Kenny this year. Let's go 50% and watch this move. Oh, yeah, a little swat and swim, right?
Yep, with the legs moving. Yep, I love
Never had a shot, man. Never had a shot. So there you see Kenny with one of those pressures and sacks, right? Coming up big. He's fired up. If I remember correctly, too, this might have been the game. I probably shouldn't say this because I don't know for sure. I can't remember which game it was that was the first time his dad got a chance to watch him play professionally.
I think it was.
It seemed like this was it, but I could be wrong. But nonetheless, Packers get the ball back here. It's a 4th and 2 play, 10:54 left in the first quarter. Let's roll the tape.
On the toss. Back to Love. Couldn't handle it. The low toss for Emmanuel Wilson.
Tim, it was absolute circus right there, bro. They didn't do a good enough job explaining that. So let's roll it back and just get a good chuckle out of this real quick. So I remember I wasn't laughing at the time of this. I was so angry, Tim, because it's like your defense come out, got to stop. You're already on their side of the field, 4th and 2 play. You're being aggressive going for it. I mean, I don't know if I agree with this call. And then the call ends up being this. You're in a basically a bunch set, right? You're nasty on the bunch side, and then you got your X spread pretty far out, not quite in a Baylor split, but he's outside the numbers up top. So they're going to run a play. They're going to snap the ball, toss it to the running back, which is Emmanuel Wilson, if I remember correctly. He's going to sprint right, throw it back to Jordan. Horrible throw. Bounces it to Jordan. It goes between his legs. He goes to pick it up. He goes straight Bambi mode right here. That's not what you want to see, right? That's I don't know how much you guys follow quarterback technique, but this is not proper throwing technique. We're lucky he didn't blow his knee out, to be honest with you. But obviously corrals it in, throws it from his keister. And luckily it sails harmlessly away. And I had a real problem with Matt LaFleur.
Hold on, Clayton. That was almost a completion. If he had a little bit less on this ball, we might be having a different conversation. Look that was almost a catch.
Tim, listen to me. There is nothing else that could have went worse on this play. Like nothing else could have went wrong. You know what I mean? Everything. You check it off the box. Aggressive.
Can you go that pre-snap once though, because I think I know what Coach LaFleur was thinking here.
Mm-hmm. I think what he's doing is he's forcing an oscillation to the left. Right. Go ahead.
That must have been the goal, correct? To get that single cover 1-on-1 up top.
Yep.
We have a little deception, and then if it's run properly, if it's executed properly, exactly. This might be a first down. But I'm totally with you, Clayton. I cannot for the life of me understand why on 4th and 2 we're even doing this silly stuff. Right. You know, why not just run the toss here and we have blockers on the right side.
Exactly. And you, again, it's a perfect scheme call. They seen something and it worked. It was just poor execution all the way around. Poor throw from Emmanuel Wilson. I'm sitting here going, guys, this is a practice squad quality running back that you just asked to throw the ball back across the field. And then with Jordan, it's like the field was, a little bit slippery. You could see it throughout the entire game. You're asking him to field that catch and then try to chuck it on down. There's just more things that can go wrong than right on this play. And again, if it doesn't happen on 4th and 2, I'll let it slide. But you're right, Tim. I mean, he schemed it up perfect, just poor execution.
Yep.
But
too many things to go wrong, like you said.
And I'm just a boring fan, man. I'm like, let's get our feet under us. I mean, look at this. We're not even, we're not even 5 minutes into the game yet.
Where
and
was
we're
that
trying to run
snap
this
from, too? Where were they at on the field? Where was the line of scrimmage on this?
Yeah, we were on their side of the 50. I know that. So, yeah, we
Right.
were at the, what is that, the 44-yard line?
So that should be a Daniel Whelan punt right there.
Exactly.
Dropping it right on the 3-yard line or something and pinning them back.
Exactly. And Matt LaFleur tends to think, in my opinion, just from what I've gathered, when you're on their side of the 50, go for it on fourth down. It just seems like he does that more times than not. And I get it. If you punt it there, Tim, and it goes into the end zone and they get the ball at whatever the rule is, the 20, the 25, whatever it is, your net yardage is minimal, right? I get that. I completely understand that.
I would almost rather seen a fake punt than that play.
Or you know what? Just line up under center and go, okay, if we're not good enough to get 2 yards, then okay. They win.
Yeah. That could have been a quarterback keeper there. Even Jay Money just taking a snap and going forward.
Yep. Exactly. So again, if it had been good execution, we'd be going, what a play call. But they just, everybody absolutely crapped the bed. So here we are. The Saints now 0-0. You'll notice the momentum goes straight downhill from here for the Packers. But this is a second 9-play, 9:54 left in the first quarter. Saints ball. They're coming out in what seems to be a Trey left look. It might be trips depending on the personnel. Looks like they got a running back flexed out here. So this actually might be one of those rare 21 looks that they give out of the gun. But here we go.
The way that he plays the game, very rangy, very physical. Cross pass punt.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, and not just Keyshawn, but check this out. I thought Keyshawn at first too, Tim, but watch Darnell Savage right here. So you got Keyshawn. You'll notice he kind of sets the edge. He doesn't want to let him get outside, right? So he's going to harness him, force him back in the middle of the field. But watch our boy Darnell Savage come flying into the picture here. All year long. Watch that.
Oh, yeah.
That is just so poor.
I get it. That's true. Because you're right. I see it now. You're right.
And people were going, well, he got kind of blocked outside. That's not the point. Keyshawn's got the edge, right?
Yeah. You got to go inside. Yeah.
Shoulder here. Yeah. And you just seen that more times than not. It's just a bad technique there. And again, I know it's college, but if you go back and watch the Javon Bullard chalk talk we did, what he does really, really well, Tim, is he plays with proper leverage on these yak yardage plays and on the outside zone run plays. Like he'll attack the outside shoulder of not just the lead blocker, but the ball carrier as well. It just seems like Savage never really got that, from that standpoint. So I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Don't mean to beat a dead horse there with Savage. I know he's gone, but it just keeps popping up on the tape, man, every time. So, all right, let's keep it rolling here and go to the next play after this debacle. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7, first quarter, 8:05 left, still a tie ball game. 3rd and 7 for the Saints. Now they're going trips right.
Carr steps up, throws, caught for first down.
Obviously, another blown coverage. Somebody missed their assignment over there on the left. Gary got good pressure too, but they're just going right down the field.
Looking to get your receiver open.
3rd and 5.
Right play of the drive for the Saints on 3rd down. Carr in zone.
It's these backers, man. Tim,
how did Dre not pick that ball off?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like this is the stuff I said all year that I kept seeing. I'm like, man,
explain to me how that scheme. How is that scheme?
It's not. So look, the corner here. Some people go, how do you get beat inside? He's playing with outside leverage. His job is to keep Graham inside, funnel him in. Look at all these bodies, man. Look at all these bodies inside. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? You want to funnel him inside. What you don't want is play with inside leverage and give him an outside fade. That's just easy money. So let's key in on Devondre Campbell and Quay Walker here. Let's watch them in slow motion here. So ball snap. Quay, if and then, he's now on the running back. This is all Dre now. Notice that there's no threat to Dre on this side of the field. You've got to know that. You've got to see that peripheral, and you've got to fight to this side of the ball. And again, look, it's just a half a step too late, man. Every time. I don't know what he's seen there. So,
well, that's exactly what it was. He took a half a step instead of a full one. Be aggressive and get at the very least it's a PBU, if not picked off.
Right. It's just tough, man. If you're going to make mistakes, make them big. But this whole playing half in, playing half out, and you've seen that with Savage a lot throughout the course of his career. Let's watch this a little bit better angle here, too. And again, there's only so much that Rasul can do right here. He's got to play with outside leverage.
He's always done.
Look at Dreyer out there. Lay out for it. Do something.
Yeah. In that big 6'7", 260-pound frame.
This is what we talked about. You were put in a position to make a play on that ball.
No way
Yep.
Rasul Douglas is going to stop that.
Oh, yeah. Try to do the Lambeau leap. Get out of here, buddy.
Get out of here, dude. Yeah, see you later.
You ain't a Packer anymore, bub. So the Saints are up 7-0. Here's a 3rd and 10 play. Packers possession right around midfield again. We're at the 48-yard line, 3rd and 10, behind on the sticks, behind schedule. We're going to come out in nasty splits here, and it's not really going to be a bunch, but it is going to be a 3-by-1 set here. Everybody in those close nasty splits. When we say nasty splits, it just means they're inside the numbers with all of the receivers. Okay, here we go.
Ball down the Green Bay offensive line. Packers must get to the 38 for a first down. Love's pass was deflected.
Lucky it wasn't batted there, right? Or wasn't picked off there. It's a batted ball, incomplete. Obviously, the offense ends up punting. So now the Saints take over at the 21-yard line. Now the second quarter, they're leading 7-0. Actually, this is the 3rd and 9 play on the next drive for the Saints.
Now the Saints facing a 3rd down and 9. Second quarter underway.
Rashawn Gary with the sack. Let's go back and watch it real quick. Let's take a peek at it. Again, you see Rashawn get pressure on the quarterback all year long, and I know some are upset with the sacks. I get it. You want all the production you can get, but forcing pressures is absolutely huge in the league. Look at the hat count here. You could tell what Barry's doing here. If you go right down the center of the field, look how many people you've got on the left side here, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3 defenders on the left side from the defensive perspective, on the right side from the offensive perspective. This is the weak side of the formation. There's your tight end. So they're trying to overload the weak side while still mugging on this side. These two guys mugging, whether they drop or blitz, what it's doing, it's forcing this tackle to stay home. It's forcing this guard to stay home. And what you've got now is a hat on a hat. From a defensive standpoint, that's what you're wanting with your best pass rusher. You see it here with Rashawn Gary. See what kind of move we got. He's just going to kind of look at him read the chip. See him read the chip and fight inside, sneak past the chip, smack him in the mouth, and it's just a bull rush. So great job there. Great sack by Rashawn Gary on a 3rd and 9 play. So defense stood tall there, Tim.
Great work by Carl Brooks, too, just staying in his gap there and just occupying that defender enough to give Rashawn, room to beat that chip.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks to me like he's playing a 4, maybe a 5 tech. Kind of hard to tell from right here. Obviously, you got Kenny inside, but you've got Carl Brooks right here playing what appears to be probably a 5 tech, just looking at his feet. That means the outside shoulder of the offensive tackle.
Yep.
So, again, you watch him, like you said, he's just going to occupy the guard there.
He almost wanted to bounce inside there, and he didn't.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like if he does, then I don't know, does Rashawn get home?
Right. Just kind of stayed at home. Everybody stayed gap sound. Just a nice play by Rashawn Gary for sure.
Rashawn Gary. Second.
All right, now we're at 2nd and 5. This is the second quarter, 11:29 left. Packers with the ball again.
Down in 5. Love hands it off. This is Wilson.
There's my boy. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I'm telling you, Tim, I think Emmanuel Wilson can play running back in this league, man. I'm excited to see him in camp for sure.
Yep.
Let's see what the flag is here, though.
Holding. Fence. Number 11. 10-yard penalty.
So Jaden got Jaden Reed with the hold there. So obviously puts him right back behind schedule. 3rd and 15 play. Coming out in a Trey left look. Everybody's nasty. T weak.
We're down at 15. Love. Moving to his left. Throws. And
kind of a dangerous throw, but Torrey should have brung it in, right? Hit him in the hands. You got to be able to possess that. But
probably anticipating the contact.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy for me to go catch the ball sitting on my couch eating potato chips. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here's the punt from Daniel Whelan.
They might have to change their cleats. Punt fielded after 24 by Shaheed. Shaheed
boy.
Across midfield.
Oh, boy.
Shaheed is going to take this all the way for a Saints touchdown. 70.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
The speed of Rashid Shaheed pops out.
If Rich Bisaccia had any hair left, he would have been pulling it all out.
Yeah. Patrick Taylor, so I'd have to pin it on right here, bro. He just got caught over pursuing. Now, listen, he's a running back, right? I know they got to play special teams, but you don't expect a running back to be a great pursuit guy, a great tackle guy. But nonetheless, I kind of put it on him there. He gets way too aggressive there. Now, listen, don't pay any attention to this hold right here. That's not a big deal, okay? It ain't a big deal at all. Don't worry about that.
Out on film. Every time he touches the ball, you hold your breath because you're like, oh, you think a big play is going to happen. You almost expect it.
It sums it up right here. Look, Tim, right here in the chat, CJN said, I was leaving the room at this point. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
All right, keep it rolling.
Look at special teams, coach.
All right, so Saints are up 14-0, 9:51 left in the second quarter, 2nd and 2 play now. So keep in mind the defense has only given up 7 points to this point, right? And the special team, you see 14-0, you go, this defense is hot garbage. Now it's just 7 points to this point in the game, and the offense is just absolutely sputtered. But here's a 2nd and 2 play for the Packers.
And when you have those penalties, that is a lack of execution. On 2nd and 2, play fake.
Beautiful. I can tell you what, that was pretty right there, Tim, that play fake. I don't know if you noticed it or not. Watch him sell this. This reminded me of Brett Favre right here, bub. Let's watch this one again here. Let's go slow motion, no sound. Watch this play fake by Jordan Love. Little Josiah DeGuara, cheap motion. Sold it completely, right?
We all have smartphones, and we all know they're pretty amazing, but they also can be amazingly distracting, especially when we're around other people. So US Cellular wants us to reset our relationship with our phones by putting down our phones for $5. That's right, a company that sells phones wants us to put down our phones. And to see what we find, learn more at uscellular.com/built-for-us.
Jewelry isn't a gift you give just once. It's a way to remind your loved one of a beautiful moment every time they see it. Blue Nile can help you find the gift that says how you feel and says it beautifully, with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com to find the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion. BlueNile.com.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
The world's most exciting podcast, home of borders, language, culture. And here he is, New York Times best-selling author and National Radio Hall of Fame inductee, Michael Savage.
I'm Michael Savage, host of the Savage Nation podcast, home of borders, language, and culture. Hear my new podcast each week as I speak with top guests from around the world. Right now, we have over 700 shows in our library, featuring interviews with world leaders, scientists, faith teachers, and more, including President Donald Trump, Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, Edward Teller, the father of the hydrogen bomb, Jerry Falwell, and so much more conversations and commentary you cannot find anywhere else. Other guests have included Samuel Cohen, the father of the neutron bomb, Breitbart's Alex Marlowe, the great author Peter Schweitzer, Colonel Douglas McGregor. Be here or be nowhere. The Savage Nation Podcast.
Catch the Michael Savage Podcast on all podcast platforms every Tuesday and every Friday.
Don't that remind you of 04? Remember you used to hold that hand out?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that right there.
And then even if he would have handed it off, he would have been faking the throw to throw off the safety. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Too. Look at him, right? Everybody bit. This guy's trying to catch up now, right? He's trying to bail. And of course, you've got Tay Wicks, who's going to be coming across the field here on the crosser. You see, this is a play they like to run. I'm trying to think of the name of the concept. I don't have it in front of me right now. But most of the time, it's not dagger. Gosh, what is the concept? It's a staple in the Matt LaFleur offense. You've got one guy going deep and then a crosser coming underneath from the opposite side. It's just a two-man route combination passing concept. What Matt LaFleur likes to do with it is you get the crosser, and rather than that being a 9, he likes to work that corner route and create a little divide right there. But again, Jordan Love kicking out, across his body. Look how open Tay Wicks is, Tim. Look at this right here.
Butt naked through the trailer park.
That's it. That's exactly what we refer to that to. So again, great catch too. A little bit behind him, but Tay Wicks with the grab. And you'll see Jordan as we go through the season, his accuracy gets a lot better, but you're noticing a lot of throws early in the season were really off the mark for sure. So here we are now later in the drive, 1st and 10 play, and it's still the Packers ball, still down 14-0, 9 minutes left.
And then see if they can beat you on the side.
Get that Keyshawn Nixon.
Taking across midfield to the Saints 40.
Love that little end around to Keyshawn Nixon, Tim. I forgot they ran that, man. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's what kind of started all of that chatter, right? About let's see K9 out there on offense, see what happens.
Yep, absolutely, man. All right. Next play, 1st and 10, 8:13 left, still down 14-0. Obviously, you got a Trey left look. This looks like it's actually 12 personnel, so you're just going twins. So you're going twins left. It's a balanced look, but you've got the Trey left, obviously, 3 targets on the left side of the formation with the tight end being attached somewhat. And again, when we're referring to these guys, there's your number 1, there's your number 2, whether it's a tight end or not, there's your number 3 receiver. Let's see what they do here. Little play fake, deep drop.
6:45, fake to Dillon. And now Love going.
Whew, Tim. That ball should have been picked, my man.
Yeah, we got a little help from the football gods on this one. That's triple coverage, late over the middle, triple coverage. That's a no-no.
It's why I don't like shot plays either, because it's like in a shot play, deep play action, deep set, you're launching that thing, right? A little bit underthrown, but like you said, triple coverage. Luckily, it was dropped.
I feel like the shot play is only really good if you've lulled that defense to sleep a little with the run game, and then you can pull one of those shot plays out and catch them sleeping. But if you're just taking shot after shot after shot, it's going to look like this.
Yeah, like Jay pointed out here too, on 1st down too.
Exactly.
And this is what we're talking about with the play calling early in the season. Is like you've seen the reverse throwback, right? The reverse throwback to Jordan Love. It's like, why are we getting cute, right? And then here you are on 1st down. You're down 14-0. Like, hey, how about we just put one successful drive together here and not worry about taking a shot on 1st down? Yeah. All right, let's keep it rolling.
That's broken up. Tyrann Mathieu.
All right, 3rd and 10 play, 6:25 left in the second quarter, still down 14-0.
3rd down and 10. Packers must get to the 30.
There you go. Beautiful completion. Who is that man right there?
It looks like that's Wicks, right?
Yep, Wicks again on the out route. So Wicks bails him out again. That's on the same drive, 2 first downs. I think they were both 3rd down conversions too. Both went to Tay Wicks. If that tells you anything. When the game's on the line, when the drive's on the line, think play or not play. Tay Wicks is, I'm telling you, man, he's going to be a star. I have no doubt. Yep. All right, 2nd and 9 play, 5 minutes left in the second quarter, still down 14-0.
Love on 2nd down.
Woo! I like the matchup. You got Dobbs out there, but you can see the ball. You see the accuracy problem again, right?
Rome is so good, though. He almost came up with that ball, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, and again, it's somewhat of a safe throw. That's a safe shot play right there. You got a one-on-one matchup. Most likely the ball is just going to go flying out of bounds just like it did, right? They read single high safety. So,
to the outside, it's
just a bad ball, though, underthrown. All right, 3rd and 9. Let's see what happens here. 4:59 left. Same drive. Tay Wicks, little cheat motion.
Love under pressure, front tower.
Oh. Another huge mistake here. You're in field goal range, Tim. You're down 2 scores. You got to come away with a field goal. As a quarterback, you got to know right here. Yep. You cannot take a sack here, right? Like that's the golden rule. You cannot take a sack and get pushed out of field goal range. So you see Jordan drops back right here. I understand he's ham dead. You just heave that thing. You throw it as far out here as you can. Just make sure there's a wide receiver in the vicinity and the ball gets to the line of scrimmage. That way it's not intentional grounding. But again, horrible protection, or was it? If we roll the tape back, they're obviously bringing this cat blitz right here, right? So how was the protection set? You're already seeing what appears to be a stunt. It's going to be kind of a TE look, this guy, or it would be a loop blitz, and then you're firing the cat on top of that. You're just bringing too many and not enough blockers. As you can see, this guy right here, Tim, notice how he bails out. So look at the guard not blocking anyone. That was by design, by mugging the guard's gap, and then them running a little stunt, a little game on the opposite side of the formation and still bringing that cat blitz. So he comes free. Jordan's got to know where his hot is. The problem I have with this play, and maybe he couldn't because this guy dropping, there's your hot. You got to dump that thing quick because that cat's blitzing. All right, let's see what he does. Yep. Kind of held it. Now it's too late. And that's what we mean by not playing on time, right? And he could have hammered the out route if the cat wasn't blitzing. You'll notice an out route up top right there. He just off screen. The problem is you have no throwing lane here, right?
Right.
So take the sack, forces you out of field goal range. Just a tough day at the office there as far as the first half for the offense for sure. So let's roll on here.
The second-year corner, Alante Temp, and the first.
All right, 4:30 left. Saints got the ball again, up 14-0, getting ready to enter the middle eight.
In the prior 2 games. Saints go to work from their 11-yard line. This is Jones, first down and more. Defensive back. Hill took the handoff.
God, it's so tough.
You don't have to see this run defense anymore, guys.
Exactly. Man. Notice Savage here. And again, think of gap responsibilities. Enigbare is kind of setting the edge. You're working a gap. You're working 2 gaps, really. You're working here to here, here to here, right? Now look at Savage. He's going to get way inside here for whatever reason. I have no idea. But watch him overrun this play. See, he took himself completely out of the play.
Yep.
Rather than holding his ground, trying to fight through to the outside shoulder. And then, of course, you got Jonathan. No, that was Carrington Valentine with the whiff there. So first down, Saints. It gets better, guys. Hang with us. Trust me. It gets a lot better. This is a tough first half, man. No doubt about it.
From the 40-yard line on first down, Carr complete.
Look at that. Savage.
Oh, my gosh.
Savage missed tackle. I'm telling you, man, defense is going to be significantly better this year without Darnell Savage.
Taysom Hill breaks a tackle.
All right, 4th and 1 play, 1:15 left in the second quarter. Saints ball. Little toss play. Notice how everybody's submarine. They were expecting some kind of QB sneak there and just toss it outside. I mean, you can't draw it up any better. You got Taysom Hill lead blocking, and you got all this room out here to work.
Carr with the toss, and Jones picks up an Orleans Saints first down. Under 40.
All right, 38 seconds left. 1st and 10 play for the Saints.
30 seconds remaining. 9th play of the drive for the Saints. Carr. Near side. Oh, what a catch.
This is tough here. And this is what we're talking about with Carrington Valentine. You got to give him props for playing all year long as a 7th-round pick being thrust into the fire with the Jair Alexander injury and then the Jair Alexander suspension. But I'm a Kentucky fan, guys. I just didn't see him play well last year. This is what you kind of seen all year long.
Working on the rookie, Carrington Valentine.
It's a great catch, though. Don't get me wrong. But still. You're in man coverage. You're not even finding the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the green base.
All right. 1st and goal, 30 seconds left.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
Carr's pass batted down.
Yeah.
Carl Brooks, the rookie out of Bowling Green, getting a piece of it. Looked like if that wasn't batted down, might have been either pass breakup or an interception.
All right. 3rd and goal. Here we go. We got to stand tall.
There's Mike Thomas in the slot.
Well, sprint right option right here. This is San Francisco 49ers days. Remember the Joe Montana pass, right? This is sprint right option.
Look at the middle of the field on defense.
Yeah.
Beautiful work by the linebackers.
Now look, there was a board carrying. Got to give credit. It was Carrington Valentine that broke that pass up, right?
Yep.
So that's one of the nicer plays here from Carrington. You see, he's kind of cooked right here too. If Carr delivers a perfect ball, probably going to be a touchdown, but watch Carrington fight back here as he creeps back up. Got to give him credit there, man. He recovered pretty well, right? Made the play. So,
and let's go ahead and watch the Saints get their last points of this game.
Yeah, exactly right.
Nice job, Packers defense. So here's Blake Murphy, 25-yard attempt.
All right.
The rookie.
So first half recap, special teams touchdown. The defense ended up giving up only 10 points in the first half, despite the missed tackles from Darnell Savage, right? And then on top of that, the offense scores 0 points. So the defense was on the field the entire time, right? So here comes the second half. This is where it gets good. Jordan Love, maybe not specifically on this drive, but I know they turn it on. I think they turned it on in the fourth quarter, if I remember correctly. But Packers ball, first play of the second half.
From the 25 on first down, Dylan. A lot.
And again, Tim, we just talked about it, man. Why are we pitch? Look at the toss play here. Like, we're getting cute.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just there's no need.
The 25 on first down, Dylan. Guess who? Alante Taylor again.
CJN in the chat. First half recap, not good. There you go. Back to the game, folks. So you got a little bit behind schedule. Now you're somewhat back on schedule. 3rd and 9, still a touch behind. Same drive. Trips left, Trey left. False start. You see it? So you're trying to get back in this thing. Luke Musgrave, Tim, with the false start. See if you can spot it here. Notice they come set. Right there.
Yep. Rookie mistake.
Yep.
What I've seen so far, it's been free.
These are the growing pains that Goody was talking about.
Offense, number 88, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
All right, now it's 3rd and 14, same drive.
It's 3rd down and 14.
Load it up.
Firing downfield.
Interception.
Talk about Brett Favor.
he hit that safety in stride, man. Perfect throw, just to the wrong team.
By Lonnie Johnson.
Bring on that defense. Let's go, boys.
To quote Bill Belichick, trouble now, right? Like 17-0, opening possession of the second half, you throw an interception.
Not convert, first possession of the second half. Throw the ball over. Carr to the outside. It's Olave. Chris Olave.
I think this is the drive that Derek Carr's day ends on, isn't it?
I think it may be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
At the bottom. Carr.
Look who it is, Rashawn Gary and Quay Walker. Rashawn got there first.
Wrapped up. Down he goes.
I will not tolerate Rashawn Gary's slander. I'm sorry.
Right.
Rashawn Gary again.
Yep, you're right, Tim. That was the play.
Yep. Bring on Taysom Hill.
Yep. Was it Taysom Hill or was there
for a little bit, and then we got Jameis Winston and
yeah,
Taysom
that's right.
Hill, I think.
Winston's who I was trying to think of, yeah.
And if I remember correct, Jameis Winston didn't look too bad for a while. It kind of made me nervous, but then we took care of business.
CJN said, if Carr didn't get hurt, do we win this game? I say no. I've got to say no. It just didn't feel like it to me. Now, anything can happen, right? And Jordan did get hot at the end of the game, but their offense did seem to sputter a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if they would have scored on that drive and went up another score, it probably would have been a wrap.
Yeah. Eric Sutherland said no. Seemed like everybody in the chat. Nick McSwain, probably not. CJN. All right, here we go. Let's go, Jordan. Turn it on. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes, 17 seconds left. 1st and 10 play for the Packers. Down 17-0.
Packers start from the 10-yard line.
There it is.
This is Reed. There is a play. Jaden Reed.
Look at Jaden Reed turn absolutely nothing into a couple of yards. I love it.
Exactly. Look like Torrey got called for the hold there.
Pass interference. Offense.
Yeah. So basically, pass interference on the offense there on that play. If you make contact with the defender before the ball's thrown, from a blocking standpoint, that's going to be offensive pass interference. It might have happened with the ball in the air as well.
Number 83, half a distance to the goal, 1st down.
The fact that they won this game, Tim, they shot themselves in the foot for 3 straight quarters, bro.
Yep.
It's crazy. 3rd and 9.
It's backyard. Talking about NFL quarterback, of course. Third down.
Yeah. When they didn't convert there, I thought for sure we were toast.
Yeah, it was tough, man. Tough look. So here comes Jameis Winston in. This guy, if you want a good laugh, if you just want good quality entertainment, go to Twitter and type in Jameis Winston workout. There'll be about a dozen of just the funniest workout videos of him doing drills that I'm like, what? Who in the world told him that's going to help his game?
You want a good laugh? Circle that number on the right there on the stat line for 9 years in the NFL.
No doubt.
How long did it take Aaron Rodgers to hit 90 interceptions?
I think it was like year 16. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can turn this thing around.
For the injured Derek Carr, he has started 10 games for the Saints over the last 2 seasons. Saints start from the 44-yard line. Winston near side.
By the way, everybody watching, take a quick second, hit that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. That'll help boost the algorithm, help other Packer fans find this channel. Also, if the stream goes down, it'll come back up. It's just going to trigger copyright, which we're allowed to use. It just the AI grabs it, shuts it down, and then brings the stream right back up. So just hang tight if it does go down.
Juwan Johnson, it creates this.
All right, 3rd and 1 play here, down 17-0. Let's see what we can do here on defense.
Starters against starters. Miller found a hole.
Another first down.
He went into the blue tent. They checked him out. Fortunately, not a concussion. We're hearing the report is a shoulder injury. 3rd down and 6. Pass batted down.
All right, so defense forces a punt. Obviously, Packers take over at their own 8.5-yard line. 3rd and 6 play here. I'm sorry. This is a little bit later at the 8.5-yard line. This is a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Musgrave right there. That's clutch.
What started it. That's what started everything right here. This conversion.
Yep. If you don't convert that, ball game's probably over, man. Yep.
Nice catch.
How about these hands?
Love to the up.
Look at that. Patrick Taylor, nice stand.
Yep. Another conversion. It's Taylor. Nice ball. He stayed in bound.
All right, we're moving now.
Drive at their 5-yard line.
Oh, play action. Here we go.
1st and 10. Check it down.
Complete. Taylor.
There we go.
That catch. Everything is out there, and they're having success. Love on 1st down.
Oh, you remember this one, Tim?
Yeah.
Woo. Watch Dobbs on this grab, folks. We're gonna be on this play for a minute. Trust me.
There's a flag. Catch made by Dobbs.
He knew I can't believe they didn't show a replay. What are they doing?
How about these hands?
How about those hands? So let's take it back here. We'll go 50%, no volume. First of all, the placement on this ball, man, he throws it absolutely perfect. You see Dobbs? Dobbs took his eyes off the ball to peep the sideline. Watch.
Yep.
Quick glance.
Little glance. Yep. Because he already knows he's got his defender roasted. He's got separation enough to make this play. Look at that grab, dude. Unbelievable.
Watch the left foot and then the right foot drag. This is amazing. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful, man. Maintained possession all the way through the ground. Didn't move at all. God, what a catch, man. Absolutely huge. That Musgrave 3rd down conversion and this deep shot here to Romeo Dobbs in single coverage. I mean, that really is the difference, Tim.
Yep. They started feeling it here.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so now we are – let's see where we're at, the 16-yard line. There, the Saints 16. This is a 3rd and 5 play, last play of the 3rd quarter.
Down to 5 seconds. Love on 3rd down. It's Musgrave. And he is
a little bit short.
Have you ever experienced turbulence on a flight and wondered why?
And you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
No, everything's PG.
Maybe you've sat on the tarmac for hours wondering why your plane isn't moving.
Well, we're outside here. They're saying the ramp is closed. They won't let us park because of Air Force One.
Listen in on the conversations between pilots and air traffic controllers on the Air Traffic Out of Control podcast.
512 Whiskey declaring an emergency. There's smoke in the cabin. I need to make a landing right now on 31 left.
We have the most interesting, wild, and funny ATC recordings you will ever hear. Check out Air Traffic Out of Control wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Yep.
All right, first play of the 4th quarter. You got to go for it now, right? You probably not focused on that 3 points. They're coming out in an empty set. Love to see this. Luke Musgrave flexed out wide. You're trying to get him to the boundary side. That's going to create some mismatches. I heard Doug Ferrara and more specifically Greg Cosell talk about this. The big trend right now in the NFL, and it's starting to bleed over into college as well, you like to put your possession receiver or a flexed out Y to the boundary side, and then you put speed to 3. They're calling it speed to 3. What do we mean by that? Your number 1 receiver, 2 receiver, 3 receiver. When you put speed in that 3 spot, which is Jaden Reed in this case, you're really starting to stretch the defense thin because you've got a good, big body, solid possession receiver up top, Luke Musgrave. And notice that I can't tell if this is a safety or a corner up here, but that's exactly what they were talking about on their pod. A possession receiver, big body possession receiver on the boundary X position that he's basically playing boundary X up there. And then you got your speed in the number 3 spot.
Play of this drive.
Oh, horrible. So he misses, obviously, on 4th and 2. I didn't realize we turned the ball over on downs here, Tim.
Yeah.
14:58 left in the game. You've scored 0 points. You're down 17-0, and you turn it over on downs.
Yeah.
Near side, incomplete.
But it was probably the best drive they put together all day, and I think they started to believe at that point. Yeah. Because, I mean, you're down 17-0. You know, you got to think in your head, you get a tutter, it's a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they believed they had a chance. But, yeah, I could not believe I didn't think they were going to throw on 4th and 2. I thought we were just going to pound the run and pick up 2 yards.
Yeah.
Looking for Patrick Taylor.
All right, now it's on the defense. 3rd and 9 play. Got to get a stop here. 13:46 left in the game.
He's been ruled out with a shoulder injury. He will not return. Just under 14 minutes remaining with Jameis Winston out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 9. Pass is caught by Thomas, but short, 5-yard hit.
All right, so Packers get the ball back. 2nd and 6 play. Down 17-0, 12:28 left in the game. Jordan surveying, looking deep here.
Would have converted, but again, bad execution.
Jaden Reed, man.
Nice throw by Love. 1st down and more. Jaden Reed and Saints.
Now you got to go. Hurry up, hurry up.
40 of the Saints. Love over the middle.
What a grab by Dobbs, man. What a game Dobbs had here, Tim.
That's my dude. That's my Dobbs.
2nd down and 7. To the
I remember this one. Watch the defender's foot knock this out. This is unbelievable.
You cannot play this any better than Taylor does. The ball gets in, and look at his arm, left arm going, trying to rip it out.
He got so lucky, bro. He got so lucky. What a catch by Jaden Reed.
Lucky. So now the Packers.
All right, so you end up settling for 3. Now it's just a chip shot.
Looking to put their first points on the board. 48-yard kick.
17-3, 10:56 left. See what the D can do.
Jameis Winston and the Saints back to work from the 19-yard line. Michael Thomas makes the catch for a 1st down. We approach 10 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Here's Taysom Hill. Hill stays on the ground.
You gotta know that's coming when he's under center. When you put him back there, you got to think. I would spy him every single time he's playing quarterback.
Yeah. Got a flag, though. What is it? Woo! Thank gosh.
Yep.
All right, 1st and 14, 10 minutes left. Who is it?
Hello, Rashawn.
Hey, the 3rd sack in this game?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or 2.5, whatever. I think, did they give him a half a sack on that other one?
Split one, yeah. So 3rd and 4 play, 8:44 left, down 17-3.
We're down in 4. Winston, far side.
Who's that man right there? Corey Ballantyne. I'm telling you, I think he's underrated, man. He would be my pick if Stokes continues to play the way he has his entire career, even outside of his rookie year there when he has been healthy. If you're telling me Valentine's going to play at the level he did, you're telling me that Stokes is going to play, Ballantyne would be my pick for that opposite corner, opposite of Jair Alexander, me personally. That's just how that's who I would like to see there. So, all right, we got Jacob in the house now here too. Let's keep it rolling. You notice how Jacob made us sit through this garbage, Tim, for the first 3.5 quarters. And then when it gets good, he's like, oh, yeah, let me hop on here now and soak this up with a biscuit.
Yeah, I've been listening the whole time, too.
You've been punching stuff, haven't you?
Yep, here we go.
Look at Jordan launching it.
Here's a terrific guy.
Hey, that's pass interference. Who drew it? Dontavian Wicks.
Defense, number 1. 12 points at the spot of the foul, automatic.
Right. And casuals will say that we got gifted a call there.
Yeah. That's why you launch it deep when you're down big like that. Good things can happen, right? And again, it was a pass interference. No doubt about it. We're going Trey left here. You got Nasty X on the right. Looks like Dylan is actually flexed out in almost like a wing position there on the right side as well. So it's an empty set. 3 by 2, 3 on the left. Trey left.
On the penalty. Another flag.
Another flag.
There are 2 flags by the defense.
Yep.
Holding number 27. And penalty for flag. Pass interference. Defense number 27.
I like how he put his arms out, like trying to act like he didn't do anything.
Right. I'm going to give you a chest bump and say I didn't do a thing. Another empty set here. Trey left. So it's obvious when they're down by a lot, being down 17-3 here, 8 minutes left in the game. This is a 3rd and 10 play. How many times did you just see? I think it was back to back to back. They went empty set and the T is flexed all the way to the right and they're going Trey left, 5 wide set. And the reason some people were going, if you're going to pass, why not put another receiver in there instead of the running back? By keeping it in 11 personnel, you're keeping them in their nickel, right? By keeping them in their nickel, that keeps an extra DB off the field. If you go to a 4 wide receiver set, they're going to go to their dime set. And you're just trying to play a little bit more of a mismatch game there. It's the reason they do that.
Looking at Romeo Dobbs, he's matched up with Pete Warner at the linebacker spot.
Oh, yeah.
On 3rd and 10.
That's sidearm throw, bro.
Complete for a first down.
3rd and 10 conversion there to Jaden Reed. All right, so 4th and goal, down by, 17-3 now? And 7:03 left in the game.
Packers have struggled on 4th down today.
Oh, a little read option. Look at him bite. You know how we talk? What's the quarterback doing? He is reading this in. Let's break it down real quick for those who may have never heard about a read option here. So on a zone read, essentially what's going to happen here, Jordan's going to take the snap, put the ball in the belly of the running back while he's going to watch the edge defender. If the edge defender stands straight up and just holds his ground, you hand the ball to the running back and it turns into an inside zone run. If that edge defender crashes in on the running back, you pull the ball out of the belly and you run a read option where the quarterback will keep it and run around to the right. Look at this. See the guy crash? Look at 94. He's not strafing. He's not holding his ground. He is crashing all the way in. Jordan sees it, pull the ball out. Look at that little juke.
He not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
I remember this too. That was their top linebacker. I can't remember his name. Who is their top linebacker, Jacob? Do you remember?
Mario Davis.
There it is, Demario Davis. Yeah, look, he even slapped him on the head on the way through. That's what I like about it. Just a little.
I'm not gonna lie, I got scared because there was a time when Love does that over-exaggerated shoulder move where they knock the ball out, but it's like he learned from that and learned that he has to hold that thing hard.
So obviously, man, let's watch that in real time one more time because that's a fun play. Now that you know what to look for here on the read option, let's watch it one more time here. And again, this is going to put you in a spot where you can win this ball game, man. This is all Jordan Love here, reading it out. This is the stuff you couldn't do with Aaron in the latter years, running these zone reads. Listen to the crowd.
Yep. And look at that. Now we're down a tutter.
Let's see.
Oh, it's a good look right here. That's it.
Yep.
What a beautiful read by Jordan.
They're reading Cam Jordan, and he's going up against one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
All right, going for 2 here. Down 17-9, 6:58 left.
2-point conversion attempt. Love looking.
Oh, that was pretty, boys.
That right there is why we won this game. We set ourselves up right there.
One in the open field, scored.
Look at that throw across his body, and look at the spiral, Jacob. Look at that spiral on that ball.
I think what's more impressive is that he doesn't panic. You see him start to get happy feet.
Yep.
He moves up in the pocket, finds the zone, takes a, what I'm sure wasn't a real deep breath, but takes a second to reassess, finds Torre over there coming back to the ball, and that's pretty, man.
That's a real
Marshawn Lattimore right there too. That's not a not a scrub DB that he's beaten either.
Think about that. Those last two plays, he schooled Cam Jordan on the read option, and then schooled Demario Davis when he ran it, and then they school Lattimore. Like, that's pretty convincing there.
Yeah, that you're right, man. That's arguably their three best defensive players that Jordan Love dominated on 2 plays.
Yep. And like you said, Clayton, look at the spin on that ball.
Yeah.
Humming that tater.
To be honest, he's scrambling. He finds Torrey and throws a dart. Attack both Lattimore on that 2-point conversion.
All right. They got looks like a little false start movement here. 2nd and 4. Saints got the ball. Crowd is getting loud. Hey, tip your cap to the Lambeau faithful, forcing a penalty right there.
2 flags. False start.
Listen how loud they are, fellas.
Number 70. Penalty. 2nd down. That guy at the top.
All right. He said, watch this guy at the top talking about Rashawn Gary. 3rd and 3, 5:39 left, down by 6 points.
The screen. Jameis Winston has no chance. Gary, 3 sacks today. Winston to the outside.
You seen who was in the throwing lane, didn't you? Rashawn Gary.
Yeesh.
Jameis Winston.
What's that, Jacob?
Oh, nothing. Just Jameis Winston. If you want to check out his really unique training regimen, I got a video on Twitter that shows him.
We were just talking about
unique. It didn't help him very much on this play, did it?
I don't think it did, man.
I love this guy right here. Jacob, you related to this dude?
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Look at this right here, man. That's pretty good form, right?
It's a nice one.
Doesn't look like it's been washed in a couple months, but it's a good looking beard. You know? But anyway.
Flavor saver.
Flavor saver. Oh god. 1st and 10 play, 4:29 left in the game. Got to go win it here. It's on Jordan Love in this offense now. Down 17-11. Look at this. Wow. You kidding me? I gotta roll it in slow motion here. Hopefully it doesn't. I'll just try to take it frame by frame. Watch Jordan here. Watch him smack him on the back of the head. Get off me, boy. Look at that. Cuff. See him take a peek back, too?
Yeah.
So you remember this play. This is the top rope play, right? On the sideline. Watch him stay in bounds.
Look at Romeo, too. That's
Dobby throwing a block there. Telling you this. That's 2 key plays in the 4th quarter that he made with his legs. 2nd and 10 now, 4:13 left, down 17-11. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Who do you think you are? I am.
I paused the stream, and I'm like, why is the crowd still screaming? It wasn't the crowd. All right, we got to watch this one in slow motion. Let's see if we can kind of read this out. So you've got here, I think this might be a dagger play, if I remember correctly. On a dagger concept, you've got here's your number 1. There's your number 1. There's your number 2. On a dagger concept, typically what will happen, and I could be wrong. We'll see what it plays out with a dagger. It'll be a dig from the 1, and then the 2 will go deep. He kind of fades it off here. Okay, that's what you call a dagger concept. Let's see if that's what they run here. We'll go slow motion. Look at the release package there by Jaden Reed. Nah, it's just a sit. So that's what they call Hoss. That's Hoss. So the difference between dagger and Hoss, and again, some offenses call it something different. A Hoss is typically a sit, and the number 2 goes deep. With a dagger, the number 2 goes deep, and the number 1 digs. Okay, so those are 2 concepts where you're basically fighting high-low, but they're designed to get speed in that number 2 spot so you can stretch the field vertically. Watch him get outside here. What's the release package here? A little shake, bang. He's already got leverage, and then you just cook him with speed, and man, this catch, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, boys. Game on the line. If this happens in the 1st quarter, I'm going, okay, it's a nice catch. Look at this. Game on the line.
That's why I love Jordan so much, because he could have hit Wicks on the inside there.
Went for the kill shot, didn't he?
Instead, he's thinking, let's go. We got to win this game. I love it.
Absolutely, man. All right. 3rd and 3 play. Let's crank it here and see how this thing wraps up. 3rd and 3, 2:59 left in the game, down 17-11. Here we go.
Make it look like man and then just fall back in his zone and pass off some of those routes.
Elimination, isolation. You can see it right off the bat. What do I mean by that? come to the line of scrimmage. You're surveying the field. Elimination, isolation. All right, what are they in? What are they not in? I'll tell you what they're not in. They're not in a too high shell. There's no safety here. They're playing somewhat aggressive because the run's on the table. They showed the read option earlier. They've been attacking the middle of the field with Jaden Reed too. So you got Jaden Reed. I don't know if Jaden Reed's on the field here. I can't tell if that's Reed or if that's Wicks. Nonetheless, you've got your isolation play here. Elimination, okay, there's not two on the shelf. So you've got single high. At best, for the defensive standpoint, is a cover one man. That means isolation, one-on-one Romeo Dobbs. When the game's on the line, think play or not play, which is back shoulder fade.
Right there. Boom, roasted.
What a grab, dude. I think we'll get a better angle.
The route is everything on this, though.
And that's the best part. You think this team doesn't want to play for Jordan Love, man? They got something to prove. Look at him holding up the heart.
Yep.
Gotta love it, dude. Oh, this is beautiful. Watch this catch.
But look at this throw.
And he's right. That's a perfect throw. That's a safe throw, guys.
Yep.
Look at how he contorted his body in the air, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, that's
honestly on the dance floor a couple times.
And watch him get that right foot down, too, when he swings that leg around and gets the toe in. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I hate to say it, and I hate to be that guy that's making the comparison, but that looks very oddly similar to a Love to Dobbs looks really similar to the Rodgers to Devontae. Like that he would do that back shoulder throw where only he could get it. Devontae would do some crazy spin around acrobatic move. Like you can't tell me that both those guys didn't at least,
And you know what's funny, Jacob, is we what we would have said before that is, that Rodgers to Devontae looked a lot like Rodgers to Jordy.
It really did.
They played the same game.
Yep. No doubt about it. I like that right here. Like, get off of me, dude.
Bro.
This right here is everything. Watch Jordan's reaction.
Yeah, we win in this game. Hey, first career start at Lambeau Field. How do you love that?
And you would think it ended there, but it was put back on the defense. Keep in mind, the defense has only given up 10 points the entire game to this point, right? Here we go, 2nd and 5 for the Saints. That's on Corey Ballantyne there, back shoulder throw.
Winston's pass caught in Packers territory by Olave.
All right, 2nd and 10, 2:23 left in the game. They're driving. All they need is a field goal.
Packers have scored the last 18 points. Winston injured Derek.
That was, can't tell who got cooked there. Who was that? That might have been Ballantyne again.
18 points. Winston
Yep, Ballantyne.
Pass caught by Olave.
It looked like they were putting Ballantyne on Olave, honestly. Here's a 3rd and 8 play, 1:15 left. The Packers are up by 1 point.
We're down to 8.
Bang. Defense stands tall. Good tackle by Savage there.
Finally, Darnell. Thank you.
Yep. So the defense forces them to make a 46-yard field goal attempt there, right?
Shank it.
Listen to the crowd.
6 yards out. Groupie's pick is no good. Wide to the right.
Ooh, I forgot.
I was literally standing in front of my TV yelling, block it, shank it, block it, shank it, block it, shank it, block it, shank it.
Man, that was a fun one, man. That was a fun one.
His head is too big.
I've got my camera. I got my camera off right now, Jacob. What are you talking about?
Look at that. That's a freak. What is that?
That's 18 unanswered points right there, boys. That's what that is.
No doubt, man. What a fun one, man. That was again, the first half was rough. It was so rough to watch, but defense kept them in it just enough. Obviously, got to stop at the end of the game to force them to take a little bit longer field goal. Just a fun one to watch. That was when Jordan Love, I don't want to say that's when he put it together, but to me, that was the first time during the season I went, hold up a minute, man. That dude rose to the occasion with the game on the line. But, Tim, what do you think, man? If you had to give maybe a game ball out, who would it go to there?
Oh, man.
Put you on the spot there, didn't I?
Tough. I offense, probably Rome.
I was going to say Dobbs.
Yeah, and then defense, probably Rashawn.
Yeah. And what's crazy is you can make a case for Jaden Reed too.
Yep.
You know, And I don't have the box score. I apologize. We're over on time anyway, but I imagine both of them had a really good stat line. But Jordan, obviously, with the rushing touchdown too, you could say Jordan was the offensive player of the game. You could say Dobbs was. You could say Reed was. That diving catch from Reed really kind of kicked things into motion too.
And
there,
Matt LaFleur getting in his bag in the second half too. Enough with the fancy pants garbage. You know, he really zoned in on that call sheet. You know, he was calling some gems there in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. Jacob, what about you, man? Did you say Dobbs?
Yeah, I think I got to say Dobbs. I mean, Love obviously did some crazy things and some great things. Like you talked about too, Jaden Reed with that catch. I remember when I was watching it, I vividly remember as the ball was released, I'm like, oh, he's not going to get it. And the diving catch, and I was like, oh, like, it made me hit the high note, man.
Jacob was like,
here we go. As I'm listening, they're like, Jacob's somewhere cringing. When you did it, I went, God.
I knew it.
Clint Eastwood just.
Gypsy Mike in the chat says Reed gets the game ball. So his game ball goes to Reed. Jay says real team win. Player of the game could have went a couple of different ways. I mean, Rashawn Gary, I think he had 3 sacks, at least 2.5, possibly 3 sacks in that game. What Nick McSwain said, or Gary. Let's see. Eric Sutherland says Darnell Sausage. Darnell Sausage.
Come on.
Darnell Sausage was Saints player of the game. If he was still on the roster,
who?
No, I wouldn't go who. I'd go Eric. Come on, man. Let's cut him a break. He's not on the roster anymore. I'm like, that's fair game. Darnell Sausage was the Saints player of the game. Oh my God, Eric Sutherland. I don't know why I put the comments up without reading them first, man. All right. So any parting thoughts, guys? We're at the hour 2-minute mark. This was a lot of fun. Everybody in here, if you don't care, take a quick second, hit that like button for us. You guys have been crushing it, hitting the like button and sharing. The algorithm is cranked. Getting new subscribers every day. Everybody's loving the content. It's been a lot of fun, and it really is just a conversation with a bunch of Packer fans in here. The chat drives it too, so it's been a lot of fun. So, anything else you guys want to add here before we wrap up?
Go Pack, go!
I agree.
All right, good stuff. Do want to give a shout out real quick to our newest Patreon members. Appreciate them supporting us and joining the awesome community over there. Mountain Man Pack joined the Patreon group, and also Jen Wright. In the chat here tonight. Appreciate y'all supporting the stream. We'll make sure we get y'all entered into the contest for all the giveaways. We're going to be giving away, like I said, an autographed Brett Favre picture here soon. We'll have some other really cool memorabilia coming up as well. Just really cool pieces that we're going to be giving away. But again, if you guys are interested in joining our Patreon community, there's a link in the description of the video, or you can just go to patreon.com and search. It's patreon.com / Packer Fan Total Access, or just go to Patreon and search Packer Fan Total Access, all one word. What were you going to say, Jacob?
If you could follow up with Ball to see if he got that football,
cool.
I would hope he would have got it by now, but
gotcha.
I wrap that thing up something fierce.
Because you said the case and all, right?
It's super ghetto, though. Yeah, I did the glass case with the ball inside of it with a bunch of Tim, I reused some of the packing material that you gave me. I mean, it's
nice.
It's stitched together, man. So I hope it worked.
Love it.
Definitely. CJN says, great show, guys, and go Pack, go. Appreciate you, CJN. Eric Sutherland says, later, folks. Be safe. Go Pack, go. Good to see you, Bob. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Doug says, guys, the savage slander here is bull.
Doug seems really on that high on that. Whatever you want to call it, because I was going to bring up a few. He actually is getting a little upset with savage slander, apparently. So,
really,
Doug, I know you're a real one. Doug's been here a long time. I'm not going to say nothing bad about Doug.
Hey,
I got my favorites too.
If you see it, you got to say it. Did we lie about the missed tackles, or were we just it's rough, man. It's rough. It was again first round pick.
He threw himself around like a human missile, but. You know what I mean?
What missile?
A human meat missile, but he just didn't connect. There wasn't it was all sizzle. You know what I mean?
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
All right, we're out of here. It's off the rails officially. We'll be back in the morning. I think we're officially going to do first thing in the morning. We're going to do our very first college football podcast. Give you guys a quick preview of that. Just a quick intro video. We'll lay out what we're going to talk about real quick and kind of set the stage for the upcoming college season and do it from a Packer fan's perspective. But watch your ears here, Jacob. This one comes in a little hot, bro.
Let's go. I love it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to cover tomorrow, too. Again, if you guys are not college football fans, but, hey, you find yourself going, I'd like to get into college football a little bit, it's going to be a cool podcast for you because a lot of things have changed here recently. A new playoff system, 12-team playoff has been implemented now. You've got the new transfer portal rules. You've also got a ton of NIL talk where players are actually getting paid now. It's just a wild time in college football. So we're going to break it down and kind of set the stage for the upcoming college season. We're going to try to do at least one episode a week. It will not cut into PTA Live. PTA Live will still go live at 7 p.m. Central, but it's going to be a good way to kind of follow the college season leading up to the draft. And if you guys want to get into college ball, we're going to talk a lot of Wisconsin Badgers too. I know a ton of our listeners, loyal listeners, are located in Milwaukee and throughout the great state of Wisconsin. And we've got many people that are Wisconsin Badger fans. So we're going to make sure we give you guys plenty of that Badger talk as well. So what were you laughing at, Jacob? You got something to say?
It's an Eric comment, of course, that can't go up on the –
Imagine that. Surprise, surprise. So we'll see you guys in the morning. It'll be 8 a.m. Central Time for our very first episode of College Football Total Access. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know Tim's going to join us. Jacob, you going to be in here too, man?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Yeah. It's just funny because Jacob is not a college guy. I'm telling you, he's going to be watching college ball this year. You watch. So
no, I like college ball. I just watch the Badgers and they poop the bed every year, and I just learned not to get excited.
There you go.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
All right. We're out here, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Those of you listening on the pod,
thank you for making us a part of your day. Thank you to the new Patreon members. Really appreciate y'all. We'll see you over there in the Patreon chat. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. Go Pack, go.
The power sweep. Actually, it's the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet. Get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. Try to run this play in the alley.